There was this thing called super injunctions, right? Which meant you weren't allowed to say things which everybody knew about, say, Ryan Giggs, except you were allowed to type about them as long as you did it on the internet, because the police can't find you on the internet because it doesn't have a postcode. Andrew Marr, right, he had a super injunction. I felt sorry for him because every week in that nice film at the start of his show, he had to drive to work in that little toy car they give him to make him look stupid and get the papers himself and go into the office knowing all the staff were talking about his super injunction thing and stand in the lift with his ears burning, which would have knacked. That's the price you pay for going on telly. Once someone's on telly, you have the right to know who they're sleeping with or what they get up to in bed or what's on their phone or what their secret fears are, or what hand they wipe their arse with, or what it would look like if you kicked them over and pulled their pants down and stared right up their arsehole, because it's in the public interest.
If you're wondering what an anonymous tabloid hack might make of the super injunctions saga, you're in luck, because here's anonymous tabloid hack Fleet Street Fox with her personal view.
It was very frustrating as a journalist to know that everyone on Twitter was talking about the things that we weren't allowed to report. I thought that quite a few of them probably were in the public interest, but there's no way I could have mentioned it to anybody. I'd have lost my job, I could have lost my home. Whereas the average man in the street can happily repeat the gossip he's heard in the pub. 75,000 odd people, I think it was, broke Giggs' injunction on Twitter, and not one of them had any court action taken against them. The media couldn't cover it, that was the problem. That's why it was a farce. We couldn't even report the fact that people were breaching an injunction. It was a ridiculous situation. All the injunctions have been brought under Article 8 of the Human Rights Act, which says that everybody has a right to respect for privacy and a family life. It doesn't say that you have a right to a secret life, and the two are very, very different. Marriage is a public thing and a public record, and if, say, you're making money out of your marriage or out of being in a happy relationship or misleading the public in some way, perhaps you ought to be honest about the fact that it's not always working. If you don't respect your privacy and your family life, for example, by repeatedly sleeping with hookers, then I'm not going to respect you either.
Hooray!